Welcome everybody to episode 4 of Moist. And I have to turn off the water because it's gonna overflow like crazy. Today I thought I'd switch things up and wear this pretty scarf on my head because I think you guys deserve that from me. So thank you for joining me. Welcome to Moist. It is the world's greatest bathtub talk show because it is the only bathtub talk show. But if other people out there become, posers and also want to make a bathtub talk show, then this will still be the best one. So today I'm going to start off, basically, again, for those of you who are joining me for the first time, Moist is a show about everything that's uncomfortable. And it's inspired by the word moist that a lot of people find awkward or uncomfortable, and it shouldn't be that way. So I start every episode with something that I think people find uncomfortable, and I tell them why they shouldn't. So today's topic is roommates. I bet a lot of you out there in the world have roommates or have a family or sleep next to other people. Maybe it's in a shelter of some sort. Maybe you live on a compound, or most people just sleep near people. Even if you're sleeping on the subway, there's people around, and those can be considered roommates for our purposes today. I live with roommates, and they're wonderful. And a lot of people think, ugh, roommates, that's so annoying. I want to live on my own. I want to be independent. But living with roommates is actually a wonderful thing because you could slip and fall in a bath while you're shooting your Facebook Live show, and if you're alone, you would just die. No one's going to hear your screams. But when you have roommates, they hear your screams. You know, you still might die, but at least someone heard you.
Someone said cats are roommates, and so are ducks.
Ooh, cats are roommates, and so are ducks. Wow, my viewers are really bright, really sharp. You guys bring the magic. Well, ducks and chickens are also. Was it ducks and chickens on Friends? What did they have? They had something. Anyways, you're right. Any living animal, human or otherwise, can be considered a roommate if they live with you. It's a beautiful thing. Also, if you forget to do your groceries and you have nothing to eat, you can always eat your roommate's food. So that is good. And if your roommate is a duck, you can eat your roommate. You know, a pecking roommate. Because pecking duck is a food. You got it. You guys are with me. Looking at my notes. Other things that are good about roommates. If you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but your roommate does, then you can just listen to your roommate having sex and live vicariously through the wall. Or you can wait for your roommate to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and then you sneak in, and their boyfriend or girlfriend is all tired and sleeping and doesn't notice who got back into bed, and it's you, and you lock the door, and it'll be great for a little bit. Then it'll be super awkward.
Isn't that basically the premise of Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Is that the whole premise? I mean, the premise is that they're trying to get back to Transylvania.
That's true.
But it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, be a good roommate and always leave a thank you note. So even if you did, sort of sexually assault their partner, leave a thank you note, or flowers, or if you eat their eggs, replace them. If you eat their milk, replace the milk. If you eat their duck, replace the duck. So that has been my moist take. And now we're on to everyone else's problems, because that's what I like to do. I like to give. I like to help. I want to save the world. So I know a lot of you wrote to me earlier today on Instagram and on Facebook and all the social medias, and you told me what was bothering you in a segment I like to call What's Got People's Panties Crusty?
Yes.
Yes. So Ines Dorani says, farting with a big noise in front of the boy I later have to have intercourse with. Well, you know, that is funny because, first of all, if you're going to have intercourse with him, he's probably okay about anything you're going to do because he's getting to have intercourse with you. And if you don't know Ine, she's really hot. So I think you've got that going for you. Also, men are always into butt stuff, and farts are butt stuff. So I think that's what dudes are into. I'm not like an expert on what guys like, but I'm pretty sure farts are a big turn on. And if I'm wrong or right, you can tell me in the comments what you think. She also said, very itchy vagina for no particular reason.
Ooh.
There's always a reason. There's
Yeah.
always a reason. So, you know, just let yourself do a little research. Figure out what's going on. What kind of itch is it? If it's an itch, you scratch it and then it passes. That's always a good thing. That's the itch we're looking for. If it's an itch and it persists, any redness, any, it can be, you should probably go to a doctor. But not like a Western medicine doctor. Just go to like a nice man with like incense and needles, like an acupuncturist. I have a great acupuncturist. She's amazing. I can get you in touch. That's going to be my answer for a lot of tonight's issues.
Martin, your old roommate, says hi from our old home.
Oh my gosh. Martin, my old roommate, says hi from our old home. I don't honestly know what Martin this is.
I don't know either.
Oh.
Martin, my old roommate? In the US or in Argentina? I've lived a lot of places. Or Spain. It could be, or DC. I've lived a lot of places, seen a lot of faces. Okay, so James Kent says, having to get up at 7 a.m.
Ooh.
I feel like it should be phrased as getting to wake up at 7 a.m. because the alternative to waking up is you never wake up. You know? What if you just die in your sleep? So when you're thinking about being stressed out and all the stuff you have to do tomorrow, just think, at least I get to wake up. Hopefully. So keep that in mind. Pelakuti says, I'm still waiting for puberty to end and it bothers me. Okay, this is the best time of your life. Puberty is amazing. You get to be literally a human transformer. You get to go through evolution in the span of like a few months. Like your body morphs from being a baby to being a man or a woman. Like you sprout like superpowers, like out of nowhere. Hair and boobs and boners are just growing out of your time. You're like, this is the time in your life when your body is growing and developing for the last time. Like this is the last growing you do. After puberty, then it's just all plateau and then decay and decomposition.
That was dark.
It's dark and it's true. So enjoy this flowering. You're in the spring of your life. Enjoy the body odors. Enjoy the festive face hair that no one really, you don't even know if you should shave it yet. It's just kind of like a shadow.
Festive Face Hair is a good band name.
Festive face hair is also a great porn name. So
True.
so just enjoy it, you know? Enjoy it. Adrian Pluta says, yeast. I feel like there's a common thread in tonight's episode. I think that a lot of women, the weather is getting warmer and a lot of women are noticing the effect of the warmer weather on their bodies. It's time for us to kind of cleanse in conjunction with the warm weather. We're going to be sweating more. Our body is trying to release a lot of toxins out of any orifice possible, and one of our main orifices is our vagina. So out from there comes a lot of stuff, a lot of moist stuff. And yeast is a natural part of bodies and bread and most baked goods that is normal and natural in small quantities, but if you have too much yeast in your body, it creates an imbalance in your pH, and it creates an acidic environment where bacteria grow, and that can lead to a yeast infection in women. And in men, it can lead to getting slapped in the face if you try to grab a woman by the pussy if she has a yeast infection. So Donald, keep that in mind. Make sure that she doesn't look itchy before you sexually assault her, because that's super rude. You know,
Obviously.
a regular sexual assault is rude, but sexually assaulting someone while they have a yeast infection is very rude. Yeah, so I would recommend eating a lot of probiotics, natural fermented sauerkraut, yogurt without added sugar, a lot of water with lemon, greens, avoid alcohol, avoid sugar, do not have any sugar, and wear cotton underwear or panties if you prefer that word, which I know nobody does, and get a lot of exercise. You prefer panties to underwear?
Oh, I thought you said the cotton underwear, nobody wears them.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, that's not normal?
I wear cotton underwear too because girls be active and girls be sweating, and you want something that's gonna breathe. So do a lot of yoga, sleep without underwear on though, use cotton sheets, and don't have sexual contact with people that you aren't into, because I feel like your body reacts in a visceral way and creates a yeast infection to prevent you from having sex with that person you're not attracted to. That, I don't know if that's been studied, but I believe full-fledgedly in that. Okay. Moving along. Gwenna McKee says, what's making her uncomfortable is the movie I just saw, The Circle. It was terrible. Like a totally terrible movie. Yes. Emma Watson is meh, and her character is totally static. Don't see it. Well, thank you for this unsolicited film review. I guess that does count as something that's making you uncomfortable. I won't see the movie. I wasn't planning on seeing the movie. But I appreciate that. Also, I don't know why anyone's going to see movies anymore when they've already made the greatest movie, The Wizard of Oz, and the second greatest movie, Peter Pan, not the cartoon version, not the newer live-action version, the Mary Martin live-action version from 1952, 56. It was a great version. It was one I grew up on, and it's why I do believe I can fly. And I think that if we think happy enough thoughts, we all can. Sarah Hartshorn says, my sports bra. Just take it off if it's making you uncomfortable. Also, I don't do sports where I need to wear a sports bra. I either swim in fresh water, not chlorine, because that is very hard on your kidneys and skin, or I do yoga, or I just dance in my house, and I don't care if my boobs are flopping around. That being said, I have very small breasts. You might have massive ones. In that case, I would just wear a tighter tank top and go without the sports bra, because that'll still let you breathe a little bit better than the sports bra.
Hey, Abby, would you like to take a break to tell them what they should do so that they don't miss a Moist show?
Yeah, this just came to me, but I think you guys should, go to your notifications settings and make sure that you set the notifications on for this channel, this page called Abby Feldman Live, so that you know exactly when I'm going live all the time. And I forgot to mention that I'm being joined by Rob and Claudia, who are amazing, and they put up with me in a sweaty bathroom while I'm in the bath. And today I made it hotter than last time, so I'm good. Are you guys hot?
I'm fine.
It's fine.
It's moist. I'm getting that, like, a little bit of that, like, kind of drunk feeling from being in a hot tub, and it's great. Also, we're making episodes only a half hour, so I'll be fine. And I have my water, and I need a good sweat, so we're doing good. Taylor Eldridge says, I ate processed wheat and it was a bad decision. Hashtag, these pretzels are making me bloated. Amazing. Hashtag. Yes, this was a bad decision. I agree with you on this, Taylor. Normally I would be supportive and say, hey, you made the decision. Don't be so hard on yourself. But why waste processed wheat on pretzels? They are the black licorice of salty snacks. Like, it's a waste. Like, if you're gonna have gluten, have pizza, or have pizza nuggets, or have pizza rolls. I think that's the same thing as pizza nuggets. Have pizza bagels, have pizza anything, but pretzels is like not a good thing to waste it on. But also just probiotics and just wait it out and hopefully feel better. Also, maybe you can like channel George Costanza and the pretzels making me thirsty, bloated kind of legacy. And who doesn't want to be more like George Costanza? Nobody doesn't want to be. I don't know how to pronounce this, but Michael McCurian something says, my tenants leaving garbage everywhere.
Ooh.
Dude, you have tenants. Shut up. Like, you're a property owner or you're in charge of it. Like, you don't get to complain to us. Kate Moran says, I'm constantly dizzy and lightheaded lately, and I'm worried I'm dying or pregnant or cancer.
Ooh.
Well, I will just clear some things up for you. You are definitely dying. All of us are. It's part of the nature of life. So if you're worried about dying, you can just stop worrying, because you are. We're dying slowly or quickly. We are all dying. So just enjoy today. And some people like to get dizzy and lightheaded. My friends, when we were kids, used to do that thing where you bend over and do like the, like breathe a lot and then stand up and like squeeze yourself and then you pass out. I did that once and I had a quick dream that milk was coming out of my eyes. I never did it again.
Oh my god.
But some people are into it. I think that's probably what, like, I don't know. Isn't that what like Molly is? I don't know. I don't do drugs, but also pregnant, become a mom. Oh yeah, if you are pregnant, you could become a mom and have someone love you forever, or you could sell that baby on the black market, get a ton of money, and if you ever get cancer, then you'll have all the money to pay for your therapies. Also, if you do think it's cancer, follow the same instructions I gave to the people with yeast infections. A lot of fermented foods, a lot of water, lemon, get a lot of rest, exercise, cotton undies. And I have a good acupuncturist.
Also beets.
Oh, beets too, Claudia says.
People in the comments are talking about beets.
Oh, talking about beets?
Mm-hmm.
Well, make sure when you eat beets, you remind yourself you ate beets when you go poop. Because Lord knows, we've all had that scare.
Yeah.
We've all had the beet in the toilet scare where you've been living in a different country and you call your sister and you're like, I'm bleeding from my bum. And she's like, let me see, you take a picture. And she's like, did you eat beets?
That's love right there.
It's love. Oh, the pictures I've taken for my sister. And the diagnostics I've received. Okay, these are going to be some rapid fire ones. Alex Miller says, failure. Failure gives you experience to learn from. Lawson Leong says, allergies. Maybe there's something that you're afraid of that you're not aware of because your body is rejecting things that shouldn't actually be causing you any problems. So you have this fear of something that's not actually a threat. So analyze that. Caroline Moore says, my apartment key snapped in half when I tried to open it earlier, and my new key takes several tries, so I'm nervous I won't get into my apartment, and my super doesn't care. Really quick fix for this one, Caroline. Just start pooping in the hallway. The super will start to care. He'll definitely start to care. So,
A friend of mine just bothered her neighbor to let her climb down the fire escape and into her window that was kind of open.
You can do that. You could do that, but why bother with anything else when pooping in the hallway is such a sure fix?
Yeah.
It's really a go-to of mine. If you have any issue going on in your apartment that the super isn't attending to, You poop in the hallway? Then you're the crazy girl who poops in the hallway. They don't want to deal with that. Especially with New York City squatter laws, you are protected. So you squat in the hallway, poo there, that door's going to get fixed. And if not, how liberating and fun anyways, you know?
Hey Abby, do you want to tell our viewers about how they should share this video with one friend and tag a friend in the comments?
Oh my god, I do. I want to do that right now.
Should share it. They should share it and tag a friend.
You guys, you should share this video right now and tag a friend who would appreciate some advice on when and how to poop in the hallway. So share it and then tag a friend and then share it with someone that you don't think will appreciate it, like a really conservative friend of yours. And that's just gonna be fun for all of us to experience. Like, share this with your grandma's cleaning lady who will be super offended by this. Okay. Kristen Seltman says, my butt keeps trying to eat the dress I'm wearing. I've been trying to get people to recognize that the butthole is the mouth of the southern hemisphere of the body for a long time, and I have not gotten support. So thank you for showing your support for my theories and getting behind that. The butthole is hungry. It's a thing. Jesse Roth says, not having work to do at work. Okay, first of all, you have a job, so shut up. Second of all, 3 words for you, write that screenplay. And if you don't have a screenplay to write because you haven't lived a lot of experiences because you're young or whatever and you need some inspiration, I have lived all the experiences. So your screenplay could be my screenplay. So write my screenplay for me, please. Cool, thanks. All right, that was all of our things. Oh, we have one more. One more.
Ooh. What's
making people's panties crusty? And this is from Sebastián Cavallo Pérez Inigo. All he said was coworkers. So you said 1 word, and your name is 4 words. So I would say that if your problem is your coworkers, maybe it's because they're ignoring you, because every time they have to talk to you or address you, they have to say Sebastián Cavallo Pérez Inigo, and it's just tiring, and they don't have time to say that all the time. So I would just say maybe consider a nickname like Sebi or something, and have them call you Sebi. So that is what's got people's panties crusty right now. You guys can tell me in the comments what's got your panties crusty, and you can just get excited because now it is time for bath time bedtime stories, and I think we have time for like 1.
No, we have 7 minutes. We got some time.
We have 7 more minutes. Oh my
do you
god.
want some air?
I'm okay.
Right.
I'm actually doing great today.
You're doing good?
I'm doing good. I went to yoga. I don't need air, you know? So, I am going to give you guys several bath time, bedtime stories. And if you want to leave comments, you can give me inspiration for those. But, I think I can just get inspiration from the other things I was reading. Has anyone said something particularly crazy?
Let's see. Someone just commented, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Ooh, that's relevant. I see what you did there.
That your set looks like a warlike front, and maybe she's stoned. Talked about beats. We talked about, when you're talking about movie reviews, there's somebody who's talking about how to Be a Latin Lover was terrible. I mean, we all knew that it wasn't going to be good in the first place, but somebody said that you look like really 50s pinup girl.
Oh, hey.
People are loving the headscarf.
Thanks, guys.
About how yeast equals carbs, and that's bad.
I don't know if yeast equals carbs, but it's definitely in there. It's a part of the equation.
How you know a lot of Martins, bread ducks, acupuncture.
Yeah, they're just saying the words, or are they saying anything?
Yeah, there's some of them are just like words with no context. Then there's farts or butt stuff. That should be a trending hashtag.
Yeah.
I agree. Andy says hi, Abby.
Oh, hey, Andy. This is very fun, you guys. Thanks for being so supportive of this headscarf. I was like, I just wanted to make a fashion choice because when you're wearing a bathing suit every time, there's not a whole lot of like crazy things you can do, or are there? So today was the headscarf. Thanks for supporting it. We talked about beets, very healthy, very beautiful color to use for dyes. Maybe I could talk about butt stuff or farts for the story. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I feel like people love farts and butt stuff,
Yeah.
so we'll get it started. And then while I'm telling this story, if you're inspired, just leave a word or a suggestion in the comments, and Claudia will read that to me for the next story. So here goes a bath time, bedtime story about farts and butt stuff. Once upon a time, God said to Mother Earth, this is in honor of Mother's Day that was recently, yesterday. God said to Mother Earth, "Oh, Mother Earth, you're looking so beautiful, but you're so small. I thought that I was making you bigger when I created you." And she was like, "I did too. I thought I was going to be bigger and beautiful and have plenty of space to support all of the humans and the animals and the plants." And God was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe my magic wasn't big enough to support you." And so he was like, "I have an idea. I will give you lots of yeasty pastries with peanuts in them so it'll give you gas." And she was like, "What?" And is my roommate being really loud? Shut up! Roommate, you're being loud!
You screwed yourself.
My roommate's cleaning the house, which is a really nice thing for a roommate to do, so I don't want to discourage her. But it was being loud, and we're recording this for the Moist podcast. So I'm going to take it back to square one about Mother Earth. So anyways, God was like, "I know what I can do for you, Mother Earth. I'm going to give you pastries with peanuts in them, so it'll make you get really gassy and bloated, and then you'll be filled with gas, and you'll be bigger, and there'll be more of you for people to enjoy." So she's like, "Cool." So God made her all these like amazing pastries because God's a feminist and he cooks, and he's dope when he cooks. And she eats all these pastries and gets really, really bloated, really, really gassy, becomes huge and round and expansive and covered in water and earth, just as we know and love her. And she was like, "Oh, I feel so good that I can have all this space for all these humans and animals to enjoy me, but it's really kind of painful. I have all this gas, like I need to release a little bit." And God was like, "Cool. I'll just put a whole bunch of buttholes all over you so you can release gas. And you know I'm into butt stuff, and farts are butt stuff, so it's a win-win for both of us." And she was like, "Cool." They made a whole bunch of babies. Those babies are us, and the buttholes of Earth are volcanoes.
No, that was beautiful.
That's the story of how volcanoes and butt stuff and we came about, which I think is really beautiful. So we have time for one last short little story, and then it's time for bed for everyone. So remember to share this with your friends. Remember to share this with your enemies. Remember to share this with people you've never met before, because this is important information. This is the counter to all of the mainstream media, in the scary politics, in the news, in the trending hashtags, in the Russia, in the Putin,
And the avocado toast.
in the avocado toast that we don't need to know about. It's just scary. Just get into your bathtub, go back into the uterus, and get relaxed before bed with some inspiring bedtime stories. And we have one more. What do we got?
Well, your mom asked, "Where'd you get the headscarf, Aunt Jemima?" So I think Aunt Jemima.
Alrighty. Thanks, Mom. Well, so I got this headscarf at a thrift store where I get most of my clothing and accessories because I believe in recycling and not adding to the consumer cycle, or doing so as little as possible. I would say buy new underwear just because you never know. But also support you if you buy used underwear. So do what you do. But that might explain the itchy vagina So I will go with Aunt Jemima. So Aunt Jemima is one of the best syrups out there. I think we can all agree it's a great syrup. I haven't looked at the ingredients in a while, but I can almost guarantee, if anyone's out there with a bottle of Aunt Jemima, almost guarantee there's some corn syrup in there. And I would bet that it's high fructose. So this is a story about how you can make your own syrup and how a health fairy discovered healthy syrup. One day there was a health fairy who was walking through the forest, and she was passing all of these obese, unhealthy, diabetic people who were stuck in the forest because they couldn't move because they were too fat and sick. And the health fairy was running through the forest trying to find the cure to help these fat, obese, diabetic people who were sick and unhappy and stuck in the forest. So she was in a rush and she was running around. That's also why she was healthy, because she ran and kept active. And she finally got to a tree that was this tall, beautiful tree, and there were all of these bees buzzing around it. And she realized that it was a hollowed out old tree that was filled with beehives and honeycombs. And it was all natural honey, and she tasted it, and it was the most delicious nectar she'd ever tasted. And she brought it around to all of the diabetic, obese people, and the diabetic people were like, we can't eat this is honey. And she was like, oh, oops, my bad, sorry, you're right. Sorry, I gave diabetic people honey. And she was like, I'll save this for when you're better. So she saved all the honey. She got all the diabetic, obese people on a strict regimen of eating low carbs, a lot of fiber and vegetables and lean meats, and an exercise regimen, and they got really healthy. They reversed their diabetes. They became more alkaline and actually were able to start consuming honey again in healthy quantities.
Congrats to the bees.
And that is all because of the bees, which we should all make an effort to save. Bees are in danger. Reduce pesticide use, low kill pesticides or no pesticides, and encourage bees to thrive by putting bee-friendly plants in your home and garden. And that's been today's episode of Moist. I hope everyone is really moist and relaxed and enjoyed that beautiful message that I had for you. Now share this episode with everyone that you know or don't know. I'm going to get up slowly because I'm a little bit woozy. And good night. Mwah. I have to end this in a weird way. Rob's got it.